Yo, what's good, goodies 420 fam? Bassdropkeys, your friendly neighborhood Negro. And in today's video, guys, I got a great one for you today. This is something that I've been asked about a lot on this channel, and it's how do I go about getting brand deals and sponsorships? If you guys don't know, I've been making content for over 5 years now, and I have a lot of experience getting brand deals and sponsorships. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how exactly I go about getting them, and I'm going to be giving you real life examples so that you guys know that I'm not just talking about it, but that I actually do it, and I'm doing it right now, and that's how I get paid a lot of the times. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do it. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's great to see you again. As I told you in the intro, we're going to be talking about how do I go about getting brand deals and sponsorships. Now, there is a lot of ways that you can do it. I've been very successful in getting brand deals and sponsorships the whole time that I've been making content. I've been very lucky doing that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you and tell you how I go about getting them, so maybe it can work for you. The first thing that I think that we need to talk about is what exactly is a brand deal or sponsorship. I mean, you guys probably already know what it is, but let's just go over it real quickly here. A brand deal and a sponsorship is basically when you make a deal with a particular company to promote whatever it is they have going on, and in return you receive some kind of compensation for that. You could be compensated in a numerous amount of ways, be it, obviously getting paid, cash. We like cash around here. Obviously, that's the first way. You can be paid in products. That's an additional way that you can get paid, especially when you're first starting off. A lot of times what you're going to be getting is product deals where they'll give you the product, and in return, you'll make a video about the product and put it out. You get to keep the product, and that's your compensation right there. So when you first start off, that's maybe a place that you may have to start, but you will be able to negotiate once you get your foot in the door and have a track record of being able to actually generate sales for businesses. You'll be able to negotiate better terms as you go. But to make it simple, it's just basically whenever you make a deal, no matter what kind of deal it is, you make some kind of brand deal with a company that you'll promote their brand and you'll be compensated for that. Alright, so now that I've given you guys a short explanation on what a brand deal and what sponsorship is, you guys already knew that. I know that already. Let's go ahead and get into how do I go about getting them. The first thing I want to tell you guys about trying to get a brand deal and sponsorship is I would always suggest that you actually try to promote something that you already like. It's really easy to tell the truth. It's super hard, and your audience will know whenever you're doing something just to try to get a paycheck out of it, or if you're fluffing, or if you're not telling the truth. If you guys don't know, one of the great things that I have going for me is that you guys know that I always give it to you straight. If I like it, if I don't like it, or whatever the case is, I'm always going to give it to you straight. And you guys know that I'm not doing anything just for cash because my integrity is so high. So if you want to be an influencer that somebody can actually trust, I would always suggest that you guys try to look for products and try to promote things that you already like. You don't have to lie about it or anything like that. If it's something that you already like, that's what you want to try to promote. Everything that I'm telling you right now goes along with the first way that you would go about getting a brand deal or a sponsorship. The easiest way that you can get a sponsorship or a brand deal is by buying a product that you already like. You make content with it, and that particular company will see that and they will contact you in order to promote them. As I told you, I'm going to be giving you real life examples of everything that I'm talking about, so you know I know what I'm talking about. This is how I got the sponsorship deal with Ace Infinity. I paid for a T4, which is a inline fan and carbon filter system. I paid for that. I made a video on that, and then after it hit like 100,000 views, Ace Infinity actually reached out to me and said, hey, we've seen your video on YouTube. We like how you did it. We like how you described everything. We like how everything looked. Would you be interested in being sponsored by us? Which was great for me because I actually was going to contact them the following month. You guys know that I just moved here to New Mexico. Hey, I just became a New Mexico resident today. Shout out. I'm legally a New Mexico resident. But you guys know I moved from California to New Mexico on July the 1st. And so in June, they actually reached out to me, AC Infinity did, and say, hey, we seen your video that you made with our product. We want to sponsor you. Can we talk about that? And so it worked out great for me, so I was able to get that sponsorship no problem. If you guys don't know, these different companies, they have marketing directors. They have people that their job is to find the next hot person coming up, right? They're looking for creators to promote their products because influencers have a bigger audience than just the company themselves. So you got to keep that in consideration. These different companies have marketing directors and people that run their affiliate programs, and they're looking for the next person that's going to be coming up. They're looking for somebody who has the right look. Well, I don't mean like right look, black or white, that kind of deal. I mean your background, the way that you talk in your video, the way that you show things, the way that you describe how to use the products. All that stuff goes into it whenever these different companies are looking at you and thinking, hey, maybe we can get this person right here to promote us. So the first way that I get brand deals and sponsorships is just by making content on the products that I like. Or if I'm doing an unboxing and review, if I don't like the product, I'll say it in the video. But if it's something that I like, I'll say that in the video. And when the company see it, they will reach out to you and offer you a sponsorship or brand deal. Also, you do not need a lot of subscribers to do this, right? You don't need a lot of subscribers to do this. When you make content, some of the content is going to pop, some of it won't pop. But the way YouTube is set up now is you don't need a lot of subscribers to get views. Matter of fact, the people that actually are on YouTube and making content, they will tell you that the majority of their views do not come from the people that subscribe to them. The majority of your views is going to come from people who are not subscribed to you. It's not like whenever you post some content, YouTube tries to push it to your subscriber base. That's not how it works. What they do is they make it better for the person that's watching. Based upon what you watched in the past, they're trying to give you a video or show you something on your home page in your recommendations. They're trying to show you something based upon what you've already looked at that you're going to watch and stay in tune with that video. So you don't need a lot of subscribers in order to do what I'm saying. Pick something that you really like, make some content on it, do it to the best of your ability, and wait for the companies to see it. Or you could even be proactive and hit the company on Instagram, hit the company on YouTube, hit the company on Twitter, on all social media, and be like, look, check out this video that I made for you guys free of charge. I paid for everything myself. Check it out. You could also do that. The second way I want to talk about how I go about getting brand deals and sponsorships is by asking the company directly. I just covered that a little bit when I said be proactive. Go out and say, hey, look at this video that I made for you guys. Check it out, right? But what I'm talking about now is actually emailing the company, hitting the company on Instagram in their DMs, on Twitter, everything like that. And what do you want to say is basically what you're doing is you're pitching to them. And what you want to do is you want to tell them the reasons why they should actually sponsor you. I want you guys to keep in mind that being sponsored and getting brand deals is not charity. They're not giving you money just because, hey, we're giving you some money. No, they want ROI. They want a return on investment. The reason why they'll be willing to sponsor you or give you a brand deal is because you're able to get eyeballs on their products. Whenever I was first trying to get sponsored and going through the whole process, what I would do is I would look at all my analytics and I would say, hey, my name is Dwayne Keys, better known as Bassdropkeys, your Philly neighborhood Negro. And then I would go through the stats. I have a group on Facebook, DYD420, that has 50,000 people in it. I have Instagram that has 12,000 on it. I have Good Eats 420 YouTube channel that has 75,000 subscribers on it. You also want to tell them about the audience that's watching your channel. You could tell them my audience is basically between 18 and 44. It is 60% male, 40% female, and realize that you need to have documentation to back all this up. Let me go ahead and give you an example of this scenario. Whenever I was first trying to get sponsored, what I would do is I would think about the brands that I wanted to work with. And what I would do is I would go on LinkedIn. If you go on LinkedIn, you will see that a lot of these companies, they have, all the positions that they have on their companies, CEO, vice president, all these different kind of things. One of those is going to be director of marketing or marketing director or something dealing with marketing. I would get that person, get their name, get their email address, and I would send emails. Just like I was telling you, my name is Dwayne Keys, Bassdropkeys, your friendly neighborhood Negro, such and such and such and such, right? And so when I was doing that, one of the people that I hit up was Magical Butter. You guys know that I was sponsored by Magical Butter until I started selling them. Well, actually, until they got rid of me as a sponsor and I started selling the machines myself. But how that worked was I hit them up, gave them the pitch. My name is Dwayne Keys, Bassdropkeys, your friendly neighborhood Negro. I got a group, this many views, got this YouTube channel, got this Instagram, got this. This is what you would get from sponsoring me. I could give you a bigger urban base. That's one of the big things that I have going for me, is that I get a lot of views and I have a lot of eyeballs on me. So a lot of these companies, they're trying to break into the urban black fan base, and they want somebody like me that can explain something in detail. When I reached out to them to try to get the machine from them, maybe ask about a sponsorship or something like that, they said, hey, we already know who you are. Our creative director, or whatever his title was at the time, I believe it was creative director, he's in your Facebook group. I said, what? And they said, yeah, they gave me his name. I looked him up, and sure enough, he was in my Facebook group already. So I was able to get that sponsorship because they've already seen the growth that I had in the channel and the audience that I had already. So because of that sponsorship and me making the content around the Magical Butter machine and can of butter, can of oil, tincture, and all this stuff, I've become an expert at that. So whenever they took the sponsorship away from me in January, it didn't make a difference because I was already an expert on the machine, already an expert on everything that the machine could do. So I was able to sell them myself, no problem, and make more profit and more money than I would have being sponsored with Magical Butter. All right, so we just covered 2 ways that I go about getting brand deals and sponsorships. The third and final way that I'm going to talk about going about getting brand deals and sponsorships for me, and that is simply that the sponsor will contact you to see if you want to be sponsored by them. Now, I covered this a little bit in the first one whenever I said make a video, it'll blow up, or it does whatever it does, and they will contact you for a sponsorship. I'm not talking about that right now. What I'm talking about right now is companies seeing your content on your channel and just contacting you because they like your content in general. That's why it's very important. No matter if you're doing a brand deal or sponsorship video, or if you're doing a cooking video or a plumbing video or whatever kind of video, whatever kind of content that you do, you want to do it to the best of your ability, right? Even if you're sponsored by somebody else, the competition of that sponsor sees those videos too. You guys know YouTube, anybody can access YouTube. So just like fans and people who like your content can watch the videos, that's the same thing with these different companies. They're also watching your videos too. Doesn't matter if it's from a different company. Let me go ahead and give you guys some real life examples of this. So once again, you know, I know what I'm talking about. Whenever I stopped being sponsored by Magical Butter, which you guys already know, Levo contacted me and said, hey, we seen that you had problems with Magical Butter. We're sorry about that. We like the way you do your videos with the butter machine. We like how you describe everything in detail. We like how you show everything. We like how you do your content. So even though I wasn't sponsored by Levo and I was sponsored by Magical Butter, making videos for Magical Butter, Levo saw those videos and they said, hey, this person has great potential to sponsor our products. We want this person here to do our products as well. So I don't want you guys to narrow your thinking to just think about, I'm doing the video for this company and that's it. Realize that everybody is watching and you can draw other companies in by doing a great job promoting, doing videos for whatever it is that you're doing for, you know, for your brand deal, your sponsorship. Other companies see that and will want to be involved with you based on how you do somebody else's product. Keep that in mind. So when Levo contacted me and we was talking about everything, they was offering so much commission per sales. I told you guys, I like sponsorships and brand deals where if I can get upfront money too, which I'm able to negotiate now because I have a track record, I like to get upfront money, but the most important thing for me is money on sales. I want to get a commission, a good commission rate for everything that I sell. So the deal that I made with Levo was supposed to be for one video. They were going to send me a Levo. I do one video with it. I get to keep the Levo as my compensation, but also I get commission on all my sales. I did that first Levo video, and after 24 hours, I already did 7,000 in sales. So I was like, yo, I want to do a couple more videos just to get the sales up. I only was contracted to do one video. That's why if you look on the channel now, you see actually 4 videos that I've done for Levo when I was only supposed to do one. The reason is, once you see it's working, you want to hit it again. So after I did that first video and we did 7,000 in sales the first 24 hours, I was like, oh, let me do a couple more videos because it's making me money as well. Don't forget that. I get commission on all my sales, and that's making me money. So to date, I've already made Levo over $130,000, which I talked about on the video that I did just recently, how to make money on YouTube without your channel being monetized, without your video being monetized. I actually go over and show you the real numbers of that. You can actually see where I've already made Levo over $130,000, and they've paid me over $12,000, I believe it was. I have the same story also when it comes to the Onrock. Onrock is a botanical infuser similar to the magical butter machine that you guys are actually going to be seeing videos coming up very shortly here. The owners of that company hit me up and said, hey, we seen that you were sponsored by Magical Butter. You're no longer sponsored by Magical Butter. Would you be interested in being sponsored by us? For that particular deal, what I did was I told them I have no interest in, being an affiliate or being sponsored by you guys, but I would be interested in a wholesale account. That way I could control my sales just like I do now with my Magical Butter sales. You guys know, I've already said it a couple times in this video, I was sponsored by Magical Butter. I'm no longer sponsored by Magical Butter. I sell the machines myself, which gives me greater profits, greater profit margin, and it just works out better with me because I don't have to listen to anything Magical Butter says, and I can just do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. And I like having full control over everything that I do when I can. Speaking of that, let me just take this time right here to say, if you guys are interested in getting a Magical Butter machine or Onrock botanical infuser, make sure you hit my website, shop.goodeats420.com. Also, I forgot to mention when we was talking about Ace Infinity, you can use the code Bassdropkeys to get 15% off any order at aceinfinity.com. The last real life example that I'm going to give you guys is from Illuminati Glass. If you guys don't know, I am sponsored by Illuminati Glass. Use the code Bassdropkeys to get 20% off any order at illuminatiglass.com. Even if what you want is on sale, use my name, Bassdropkeys, you get 20% off any order. But anyway, how I ended up getting sponsored by Illuminati Glass is I'm actually the first person Illuminati Glass has ever sponsored. The manager of their smoke shop, he's in my Facebook group, DYD420 on Facebook, and he actually hit me up one day and said, yo, Keys, I'm the manager for Illuminati Glass. Would you be interested in being sponsored by us? And so basically, I didn't have to do anything for that particular sponsorship. He just happened to be in my group, and he see what kind of group I'm running and how we're trying to be very positive inside the group, and he likes how I make my content. The rigs, the recyclers, the dabbing, the smoking, the growing, whatever kind of content that I make, he always liked my content. So because of that, he talked to his bosses and they thought it would be a good idea for me to be the very first person that they ever sponsored. And it's been a great collaboration with us. I think we've already made 25, 30,000 for Illuminati Glass, which is great. And once again, the way that I set it up is I get a commission on sales. So guys, that's it. That is basically the top 3 ways that I go about getting my brand deals and my sponsorships. So guys, I really hope that this video helped you out. You can find other coaching videos like this in the Coach Keys playlist. Check it out. I made a whole playlist full of coaching videos. If you have any questions or any concerns about anything that we discussed today, leave them in the comment section and I will definitely help you if I can. If you guys are interested in one-on-one coaching, I do offer that on my website, goodeats420.com. Just come over, click at the top where it says coaching, and book you some time. Thank you guys for all the love. I really appreciate you. And until I see you guys the next time, peace and good eats. I'm out, guys. Much love.